Good afternoon, everyone. Alright, we are back at it with more Vintage Story. And it is, like most of the times I start the stream, it is nighttime. So let's start by sleeping. Something I wish I did last night. Ah, cozy bed. Cozy bed. But yeah, I've really got no, crazy plans for today. We'll keep it pretty simple, do some farming, etc., etc. Nothing too wild. Alright, so let's check on, well, let's eat first. Okay, now let's check on our crops. Nice! We got him. He didn't drop anything though. That's okay. Alright, let's see. Are you done yet? Nope. Are you done yet? Nope. Alright. That's the farm checked. Do you qualify as a greenhouse? Oh, you do! Son of a bitch. You shouldn't, but you do. Alright, so I guess we've got him. Wow, it's dark. And it's like 8 o'clock. Ooh, is it December yet? Nope, still November. Sheesh. Alright. Let's make up a lantern for the new greenhouse. I think we have a copper plate downstairs. Actually, you know what? Let's just steal this one. We don't really need it. And boom. There we go. Now we got light. Alright. Now let's grab all our seeds and see what we can plant. Let's see. We've got some onion seeds and that's it. Oof. Okay. Well, I guess plant what you got. Better than nothing. How are the... I know the levels got really low. This is P, so... This is the farmland we want to put it in. Yep. 1, 2. Alright, and that's it until we start getting more overflow seeds. Okay. Let's go check in on our chickens now. Got an egg for us. Just one? Yep, just one. Alright. And yep, still one hen, or 2 hens, 1 rooster. Okay. So let's put this in your trough and head out. Alright. Next up is the forge. Because honestly, I don't remember how much of everything we have. So let's take a look. We got a couple copper ingots. A little bit of copper left. Not enough for what I want to do though. Because I do want to finish the windmill automation. So I think what would be best. Let me think about this. I think what would be best is if we went and got more copper. We've got our pickaxes, and this spot is pinned right now. So is this, but we cleared that out, so... Or mostly cleared it out. I know it went really deep, but we didn't want to go that deep. So yeah, so we'll go get more copper. And kind of clear out this northern part. We got a shovel. Yep. Okay, we got everything we need. Let's get going. as we cross all the frozen lakes. I still love how this makes everything look like all of this is a lake, or was a lake. But now it's a bunch of ice. Oh, shit. I didn't want to jump in the water, but it happened. I think we'll be okay if we just run, which should keep our body heat up, because I do not want to start freezing again. I mean, I've got torches. I can probably drop one down and just kind of hover by it, but I haven't tried that yet, so I don't know if it would work. Or if it would just, like, put the torch out or something. Oh, good, it stopped snowing. Hi, Joe. But yeah, once I get more copper, we're gonna go ahead and smelt it all into plates and then make hoppers for the windmill. So that way we can, have automated feeders. At least one automated feeder. We can block off the other 3 slots. It'll slow it down, but I mean, I'm not in a huge rush. We're mostly just putting overflow stones into it right now. Alright, let's get to this spot. Unfortunately... Well, I guess we should still see copper stones. They shouldn't be buried... Oh, well, never mind. We hit the point where it hasn't snowed yet. Gotta love loaded chunks versus unloaded chunks. Alright, we're back here with a fresh shovel. This place has been very time consuming, but it's got so much copper. We'll always do the first 64 at full speed. Oh, I thought it just slowed it down by like 75%. I mean, hell, that's even better. I mean, all we're using it... Oh, shit. All we're going to be using it for anyway is, oh gosh, what's the term? Chalkstone is all we're going to be grinding, so that way we can have some, plaster. The crafting fails. Oh, okay. Got it, so it restarts. That makes sense. Well, that's really not a problem when we're just doing plaster. Because eventually it would be nice to, essentially rebuild the house with wooden plaster now that we're kind of past the Stone Age. But unfortunately, we don't have just enough plaster yet. I'm definitely going to have to farm some chalk later on, but this is the first priority, is getting this shit automated. Then we can look at harvesting materials. I know, it looks so good though. Like, I hate how long quicklime takes to burn too, and you can't, like... There should be a way to do it in bulk like you can with copper. So that way it doesn't burn one, have to come back up to temperature, burn the next one, etc. I mean, no, I use brown coal because I've got a ton of it for all my quicklime. And I save the black coal for the actual, metals. But it just looks clean. I'm planning on doing... once winter's over, that is, and I can actually grow shit again. A birch frame, like full fat birch blocks. and then plaster for between them. I could go farm some peat. We do have some peat near the house. Oh, I'm shivering. Does this put off any heat? At all? It looks like torches do not put off heat. Or at least, yeah, not enough. Shit, I didn't think we were gonna start freezing so fast. Torch and offhand helps. Okay, let's try that then. Yeah, it's still going down, but I think this is the last block anyway. So let's just grab it and head back home and we can warm up by the fire. Okay. Yep, we've fully cleared out this section. Finally. Damn it. I missed the jump. Alright, let's use the stairs I made forever ago. Oh, yep, I'm starting to see that frost effect on screen. Hopefully running helps. Oh my god, if I can get up this one block ledge. Alright. Let's head back to camp now that we got all that copper. I mean, 21 chunks is pretty good. It's medium quality, so that's enough to build what we need. And then from there, it's just a matter of working it with the hammer. And now that I've learned... Oh! I forgot to rerun alerts. I'll do it once I get home so I don't die. I always forget to rerun alerts. There we go. Yeah, we're almost there, so no big deal. A little bit of pain didn't hurt nobody. Let's not fall down that hole. Let's walk around. Yeah, it is definitely getting really cold. What's our body temp at? 31 degrees. Oof. It's not a great number to see. Oh man, it's getting frosty. I've actually never frozen to death. I'm imagining you just die. Like, you just start losing health points and then you die at a point. But I've never died that way. I've always gotten back to the house in time. I mean, I figure it's like starvation, where you just start taking health point loss. Unmitigated health point loss, that is. You know, it doesn't go through your armor first. Alright. Let's heat up. Okay. Alright. Let's just sit here by the fire for a little bit and come back up to temp. Because, oof. Yeah, there it goes. So while we do that, let me restart the alert queue, which it should have done automatically, but for some reason it didn't, and then rerun this alert. Because this must have came in 3 days ago, so that would have been, yeah, Saturday. So this must have came in right when I was finishing up Saturday. So sorry I missed it, but there we go. Thank you, Weemel. I appreciate that. Alright, so how we look? 37? Alright, we are back to good. Let's go eat. Oh, I should probably pull the firewood off of there. Hi, Tech. Boink. There we go. Alright. So now let's throw our egg in here just so we're not carrying it around. We'll put the gravel away. And let's head to the forge. So that way we can start breaking down this copper. I'm just working up to automation stuff. You know, did not sleep like at all last night. So I figured, hey, what better to do than just, you know, do some automation that usually takes a bit. Alright, so we've got 2 plates with that. We need to make 2 more. And then that's enough. Yeah, okay. So, oh, I agree. This game is gorgeous. This is like one of the best looking indie games I've played, like stylistically. Alright, so 20 pieces make an ingot. We need to make 2 ingots, so 40. There we go. Light it up. There. Let's store the rest of the copper for now. But yeah, I don't know, Tech, if you've ever shown up for a Vintage Story stream, but yeah, I highly recommend it. I think you'd enjoy this game. It's a blast. Although, it's definitely one of those games where you want to have the wiki up the first time you're playing it. I would say, or watch when I started this stream, like months ago, because I was explaining all the new changes. Like all the new changes to the clay system and stuff like that. But I streamed that before I started doing multi-streaming to YouTube for archives. So that video is actually like gone to the ether. I don't have it anymore. Ugh. Alright, there it goes. Yeah, having 6 barrels is really important for leather making. Actually, Stujo there really helped me figure out how to transfer liquids and stuff to get optimal leather production. Which, at this point, you know, that leather armor's lasting a good bit. How's its health? Yeah, still great. No need to upgrade that yet. Maybe later in the future when we start going deeper into caves. There's definitely some caves near the house I want to check out, but for now, you know, we're good where we are. Although I do need to find a big copper deposit for future sake. Alright, pull the coal off. Pour this out. That's fair. Yeah, once I hit affiliate, I will absolutely be... I'll stop multi-streaming and I'll start recording onto one of my, you know, hard spinning drives. So that way it doesn't matter how long it goes. And then, you know, just upload them to YouTube as an archive. Or I'll just drop YouTube entirely. Like, ultimately, I look at the multi-stream chat every stream, and I have not seen a single chatter from YouTube. Just, it doesn't seem to draw in anyone, so I'm just like, maybe I'll just drop you. I might have to check out the armor repair mod for late game. Because, yeah, I can definitely imagine remaking full steel armor sounds like a nightmare. Although I'm sure they're going to add some form of repairing later in the game. Like, that definitely sounds like a future update. Honestly, I'm just so happy with the newest update. The fact that they made it so you glow after you die, or like when you first spawn into a server. Oh my god, that is a fucking lifesaver with how dark this game is. Oh, that's hot enough. Alright, so let's make a plate. Oh, do they actually have like a public facing list of like, here's what we want to add? I'll have to look at their site. But yeah, I'm actually really glad they added, what's that new class? I already forgot its name. The, I think it's Clothmaker or Clothier? Yeah! Yeah, Clothier. Yeah, that class is a super nice addition for, like, you know, multiplayer servers where people actually see what you're dressed in. Like, honestly, I think if I were to join a server or, you know, set up a server for, like, other streamers to join me, I would be a Clothier. Because that just sounds great. Like, making clothes for people, setting up a little shop, like, hell yeah. But I don't know, maybe that's just me liking my really casual slice of life games. Yeah, so, yeah, Tech. To make clay items, you sculpt them voxel by voxel, and to make metal items, you either cast them in a mold, and, you know, let them harden over time as they cool off, or you turn them into an ingot, heat them on a forge, and then hammer them out. And some items, like a metal plate, are too big to be casted, so you have to just straight up use the anvil. And of course, there's like different tiers of stuff and whatnot. The animal husbandry system is really complex. I actually posted about it on Twitter. I've been getting ads lately for, like, how to raise chickens. And it's like, oh, okay, Google. Or, shit. Cancel. I said the magic words. Whoops. Sorry if you guys weren't listening with headphones. Whoops. Anyway, it's just like, wow. I do not need advertisements on the best way to raise chickens, thank you. Because that's literally what I've been getting every day, is like, oh, here's the best time to, you know, start, you know, encouraging your chickens to mate. And it's like, no, I don't need this. But yeah, one of the interesting things with the whole casting system is that when you make clay items, you actually have to make a kiln pit where you place the clay items and then fill it with items to burn. So, you know, dried grass, sticks, that kind of stuff, and then let it light for a day so it burns and actually hardens into a clay mold. It's pretty rad. That's hot enough. Oh, and just like that, the fire went out. Alright. Copper plate. And, oh yeah, heavy hit. Heavy hit, so that way we don't use as much durability. I don't remember who brought that up on a stream. I think it was someone who just kind of showed up and never showed up again, but yeah, that was a really helpful tip that I did not realize, was that every little tap of your hammer decreases its durability. Which makes sense, I just didn't really think about it, I guess. Sons of the Forest. I don't think I've heard that one. Is that, like a Switch exclusive or something, or is it, like, all systems? Because I might have to check it out. Especially if it can run on old hardware. Because I'm still, you know, GPU status update. I'm still fucking waiting on MSI. They're taking 70 years. Old PC game. Okay. Oh! I played The Forest. Yeah, I know what you're talking about. I mean, I never, like, beat it. I know that game had, like, a weird, like, there was an actual ending thing. But I never did that. But I definitely played it. Oh, so that game, the sequel's probably gonna look pretty decent then. I'll have to wait for my new GPU. So what happened was my 5700 XT broke. And not like your standard, like something died, like it was artifacting and blue screening and stuff like that. So I emailed, you know, I have like a 3-year warranty with it, so I emailed MSI and I was like, yo, can I RMA this? And they were like, yeah, of course. Except there was a catch. They give me the A-OK to RMA it. I pack it up, mail it out, and then I get an email from them saying, hey, we got your card and all, but we don't have a 5700 XT to send you. We're out. And so I was like, the fuck do you mean you're out? So we end up going back and forth on an alternative card replacement. Because, you know, they didn't have a 5700 XT to give me. So it was like, you know, they first were like, hey, are you cool with a 5700? And I was like, no, that's a clear downgrade. Like, can you do anything better? And so they offered a 6600 XT. Which, after watching, you know, looking at some benchmarks of that compared to the 5700 XT, they were about on par. At least, they were more on par than, you know, the 5700 was to the 5700 XT. So I said, yep, sure, that's fine. And now I'm waiting for them to ship out the 6600 XT. And once that shows up, oh boy, will I finally... Oops, shit, I didn't mean to sprint. That's okay. Will I finally be updating the schedule? There are so many games I own right now that I have wanted to add to the schedule that I have not been able to. That's pretty good. Yeah, I knew my 5700 XT was getting up there in age. It was hitting like almost 2 years, and I was like, you know, I should start saving for a new card and I'll go top of the line, because I like to go overkill. I'm very enthusiast. I don't think I've posted like a bunch of photos of my computer, but I mean, it's fully water cooled. Like, well, the GPU isn't, because right now I've got a, what, 270 in there? Like an RX 270. Like, it's old. But it's all I had lying around. Because, yeah, I was like, oh, shit, so that's right. So this needs to go up one. So I can place the hopper. Actually, I don't have the 1000-watt platinum PSU. I've got a 850 platinum now. Which I know is like the most ridiculous thing to say, as like, oh, I downgraded to a, 850 platinum. That's just as insane. But no, I was having some weird sound issues, and it sounded like they were coming from my power supply. And at that point, my power supply was like 6 years old, so I just kind of jumped the gun and bought a Thermaltake PSU. And I'm pretty happy with that one so far. Do we have another... I don't think I have another wooden thing to raise that up. Do I have to raise that? I guess I could test it. Yeah, okay, let's just test it. Let's see. That's good. Yeah, having a card that lasts you is nice. I have bad luck with cards, but that is not where I wanted it, game. But I also... Is that gonna work? No, that's not gonna work. Is it? I don't think so. Gotta go down one. Yep, that's what I was worried about. I don't have the space to go down one, so this has to go up one. That's okay. We can take this axle and just move everything over one and then up one. Oh, it can go right on the chest. Okay, well, I guess who needs the cross shoot right now if we don't have, multiple hoppers? Here we go. And then I did not bring items to block it off. Let me go grab some... Oh my god, get off the ladder. Let's grab some dirt blocks. And then I don't think I actually have any more, Oops. Oh, I do have some chalk in there. Let's block that off. And then theoretically, it will fall into here, which has 9. So I'll check back in later and see if it has 10. But theoretically, that should be set up to work. Okay, and we'll put this, I guess, not in that chest. Put it down here. Oof, yeah, having to upgrade to a new platform is always annoying. Honestly, like, with all the rumors of a new platform from AMD, the, I guess, AM5 platform or whatever they're calling it, I'm just like, oops, I'm just holding off at this point. Like, I'm waiting for them to announce some big shit, and then I'll buy into that big shit and then stay on it for a while. Because, like, the CPU in my computer right now is a 2700X, which, at the time was as good as it got. Not necessarily irrelevant. I'm encoding on that CPU right now. So, having a, high core CPU is pretty important for this kind of shit. Although, to be fair, once I get my GPU, I'll be encoding on the GPU, so yeah, then at that point it won't really matter. Alright. Honestly, looking at my case, I'm kind of mixed on whether or not I like it in the long term. It doesn't have good airflow. It's heavy as fuck, but it looks really slick. And I'm a sucker for looks. Okay. Well, we haven't had one get dumped yet, but that's okay. Although, then again, I also run games at almost 4K, because ultra-wide. Oh, that's right, I never replaced that with an actual thing. Okay, all the sheeps are still babies, so I don't need to go over there anyway. Yeah, mine is the level 20, I think, XT or something like that. It was like a very short time manufactured case. I would never recommend it to anyone unless you were buying it specifically for the looks. But I couldn't get the case I actually wanted for my computer, and I don't know if that's a good thing or not. Because the case I wanted was the one that looks like the oh god, what is it called? The buddy in Destiny that floats around you. Like, it legit looks just like that. I wonder. I know there's a thing I can do. I should really research these things before I'm streaming, but let's see. Streamlabs. Yeah, no, that's not it. Let's see. That's the highlighter. I don't see it. Alright, no worries. Streamlabs theoretically has some kind of weird web browser thing that I can enable during the stream, I guess, to use as a web browser, so I don't have to share mine and change video source. But I don't know how to activate it. I've never needed to. Alright, so what's the time of day? It is 10 o'clock. Let's head up to... not this one. We cleared that one. But let's head up to this one. Is it any warmer in here? Or does it just keep going down? Yeah, it's just slowly going down. Let's grab a little bit so we can make a fire if we need to. Okay. Alright. Now let's go get some more copper. Mainly just because you need copper for, you know, everything. We're gonna have to make a new bronze pickaxe soon. Once we find, you know, the right materials, so might as well pick up the copper. This time I'll avoid the water. Okay. Going further back around. But yeah, hardware failing on you is just the worst. I actually had 2 RAM sticks fail on me like 2 weeks ago. And that was a nightmare to fix. Just running memtest over and over and over again with different memory configurations. I finally got it, like, stable. Like, it's good now with a new kit, but I ran into some issues. But I was kind of lucky I had another kit just lying around the house from something else I was going to do. Because, I got a 16 gig kit. Once upon a time, I bought a... What is this? Quartz? I don't care. I bought another 16 gig kit of the same RAM. You know, because I've got a 4-slot board to get me up to 32. But the issue is the either memory controller on the motherboard or CPU doesn't support... Wow, I'm already shivering. It doesn't support 32 gigs at, I think, 3600 megahertz, which is what essentially the kit was rated at. Or it doesn't support 4 sticks at 3600 megahertz, something like that, something to that extent. So, unfortunately, I decided, well, I don't really need the 32 gigs right now. You know, it was just an upgrade because I could kind of deal, so I went ahead and stuck with the 16 and kept the second pack as a backup. Which paid off. Yeah, so no more blue screen since then. Ooh, we are getting cold. Alright. So copper is here. Alright, let's get... Okay, so it's in here. So let's get down where it all is, and we'll build a fire. That way we can try and trap the heat a little bit. My work PC, I do web design as my day job. Which, you know, ideally I'd like to quit one day, but that's another story. That actually has 64 gigs because I need it with how much I have to work on server stuff. But that's a very specific use case on that computer. For, yeah, this streaming computer, I have definitely ran into 16 gigs before, but that was only when streaming heavily modded Minecraft, where like 10 of those gigs were dedicated to Minecraft alone. So I don't really count that. That's a very niche case. You know, unless I was planning to stream that full time, it's not that important. But yeah, I actually I have tried to view server logs that have crashed my computer because they were just too big. Because the files are, you know, obviously stored in RAM as you're reading them, and I just filled it. Whoa, do not use the black bronze pick. We've got another copper one. But yeah, you should, like... I haven't had an overkill PC. You should always buy for what you need. Like, to me, it's almost a hobby as like an enthusiast of going overkill. And I know I don't need it, but it's like, you know, kind of like people with cars. Although I'm also kind of guilty of that with doing car mods. But yeah, I always recommend people get what you need. Don't go too crazy. You don't need all this crazy shit. And nobody needs water cooling. That shit's ridiculous. I love it. I'm planning on switching to hardlines later this year. But I don't recommend it to anyone. The upkeep is so ridiculous. I actually need to, I'm at a point where I either need to switch to hard tubes, which I have a bunch of. Yeah, the maintenance is hell. Because, like, right now, my soft tubes, which have been running for about 1.5 years now, they've got discoloration on the inside of them. Not because the water's, like, grody or anything. Like, there's inhibitors. I replace the water regularly. That kind of stuff. But just because over time, soft tubes discolor. And you need to replace the tubes. And it's just like, ooh. If I didn't really love working on computers, this would be a nightmare. 1080 is a good card. I'd kill for a 1080 right now. Alright, how much did we get? Whoa, 56. Man, we are set for a while. Alright, well, fire's out, so let's head back home before we start freezing again. But yeah, with how good computers are now, like just chips in general, especially with dealing with heat, water cooling is so unnecessary. I actually, even though I'm getting, you know, a 6600 XT, which is like, I don't know, I think it's their low mid-tier card, like upper low, which, you know, whatever, I'm getting it for free, I'm not gonna complain. You know, I'll get, you know, something crazy later on. I ended up looking up to see if anyone even bothered making a water block for it. And the answer was no, but I think it's just a no because the card's too new. I'm curious to see if someone does it later because, you know, I built my system around water cooling. It does not have good airflow. It doesn't have any airflow. It's too big to have airflow. It's about the size of a fish tank. Like, when I say the level 20 is big, it's big. Yeah, I don't even bother looking at, like, Newegg anymore. I just kind of like, one day maybe. Honestly, and I don't know if I'll ever stream this kind of stuff. Because I don't know if it would even be slightly interesting. But one of the things I do very often in my free time is racing sims. I've got full wheel and pedals, you know, under my desk right now, that I break out whenever I want to play, you know, different sims, you know, F1, etc., etc. And one of the items I had been looking at for a while is a manual shifter, because I actually have these like all metal pedals, you know, with clutch. So I wanted to get a shifter to go with it so I could start doing, you know, manual shifting instead of paddle shifters. The shifter I was looking at before lockdown was like $80. In the middle of lockdown, it hit, I think, at one point, it was at like $160. It was insane. So I kind of gave up on upgrading that setup as well. There's so many, like, there's so much stuff I could add to it to make driving better, but oh my god, the cost alone is insane. Alright, let's smash this up. And let's make a new hammer. Alright, we've got enough copper to last us a while now. Let's take out the black coal and we'll move it over here. Well, we'll move some of it. Because we do need a little bit for our new hammer. So let's cook up 20. It feels like a waste only making this little amount. But I don't want to just make copper ingots to make copper ingots. Wow. That's great. What mic was it? What mic is so special that you couldn't find it online? Now I'm curious. Especially these days. Oh, well, I don't know. Yeah, because I mean, everyone's selling mics now. NZXT has one. Elgato has one. Then you got the big boys like Blue. So, I'm curious. Oh, I should spread these. There we go. They smelt faster if you spread them. Oh yeah, and then we need hammer mold. Drop that down. HyperX Quadcast. Huh, I've never heard of that. I mean, I've heard of HyperX. They make pretty decent headphones. But I didn't know they made a microphone. Okay, so it's just a condenser mic. Looks clean. I actually super lucked out with my microphone. I had a friend who lived in a totally different state message me because they knew I was doing radio shows. I don't do those anymore. I just stream now. I did not have time to do weekly radio shows. Because those were actually longer than I stream. Like, those were like 4 hours. Like, it was a fucking commitment. So I kind of gave up on that. But... Alright, we'll let that cool. Let's head to bed. But, yeah, they messaged me and they were like, hey, I've got this microphone that looks fancy, but I don't know anything about it. Do you want it? And they sent me a photo, and sure enough, it was a Blue Spark, I think it's called. Oh, am I out of food? Oh, shit, I am. Alright. We're gonna have to cook in the morning. And so... It was like a $400 microphone. Like, stupid money. I would never spend that. But the thrift store was selling it for $100. And it was in great condition because, you know, obviously if someone buys a mic that expensive, they're going to take care of it. I guess we could do a stew with water. Or we could just crack this open. Maybe we'll just crack this open. Our protein is... I mean, it's high. What is this? Just protein? Yeah, we'll do stew first. Oh, but we only have onions. We don't have enough cabbage. Okay, yeah, so I guess we will crack this open. Anyway, yeah, it was like $100, and then it was like another 20 or so to ship it to me, so... you know, I was like, hell yeah, let's do it. And so that's how I ended up with what I got now, which, unfortunately, it needs a new pop filter, but I just haven't you know, gotten a new one. I also need a new mic arm, but that's a different story. That's just because of desk management. Alright, let's go eat. I love that the snow wafts into the house because we don't actually have windows. I should probably change that soon. Outside temperature -10. Oh, it's December! Hey! I wonder, is there like... Because I know I have some mods installed. Is there a tree, like a Christmas tree kind of? No, there isn't. Okay, that's fine. They were decor mods, so I wasn't sure. It's kind of either way on how it was gonna go. Alright. Tell y'all what. I am gonna take a quick little break to go get more water, because my water bottle is empty. And then we will keep going. So I will see you all soon. I'm back. What the heck? Okay, hold on. I gotta fuck with my Stream Deck settings some more. It's supposed to auto pause and auto unpause my stream alerts, but it sucks at doing that. I don't know what it is, where the misconfiguration is, but it just sucks at it. Alright, let's get in here. Are you done yet? No? Ugh. What about you? Still no. Gosh. This one's grown up to 5, when this one won't even grow to 58% N. I mean, that's still a decent bit. Oh wow. No sense checking that. We literally just planted stuff there. Let's go see if our automation's been working. Yep. That is a higher number than last time I checked. Good. Hey, punk. Give me your string. Or a temporal gear. That'll make the stream interesting. Only one temporal gear. Hey, some string. Away from using the translocator or whatever that I found a while ago in a ravine. Alright. Let's unload some of this junk. Alright, that chest is full. Let's do it down here. Farming farming. We got another string, which puts us at... There we go. We're getting close. I think once the flax we're growing right now hits adulthood, we'll have enough to increase the windmill size, which is exciting as hell. Oh, I forgot to look up if we can pull wallpaper off of planks. That's okay. I'll try and remember it after this stream. Let's see here. Okay. Alright, so we're looking pretty good. Let's crack open the map. We cleared out this little spot, so we can delete that. Let's see. Yeah, I think at this point it's we're in a good spot. We got plenty of food. Let's head to the forge and see what we can do. I know I'm like a couple, I think 2 gold pieces away from making another black bronze item. But let's see what we can do with everything else we got. Put that back, craft a new hammer. Go up there. Okay, so we've got, let's see, lead, some zinc, some silver, and a bunch of copper. So that can be turned into... This needs a gold, yep, which we don't have. Brass is zinc and copper, but that's useless because all that can do is plates. Same thing with mala, blah blah blah. And this is tin, which we don't have. And this is lead. So we could make... I'm thinking out loud here. Now that we have more copper, we could probably do 6 ingots of this, of Mali Chalcos. I have no idea how to pronounce that. That's such a crazy word. And we can turn that into 3 plates for 3 lanterns that we can then use to light up what? I guess just other areas. I mean, this part is actually like kind of dark over here, so adding a lantern like up here would be good. Yeah, so let's do that. So we'll grab our lead, copper, more lead. All right, now to get the ratio right. Okay. So if we do 1 copper and 19 of this, I think that will not work. I think we would be, yeah. So we need 2, yep, 218. So now we need to do that 6 times, right? Yeah, 6 times. So I'm not even gonna try and do the mental math. I will open my calculator. Oh, I guess I could, well, no, I'm gonna open my calculator. It's gonna be easier. There it is. Couldn't find it. Okay. So 18 times 6 is 108. So we need 108. And then for the other one, it's 12, which is much easier to do in your head. So theoretically, 600 units of blah-da-da, and then we'll spread this out. So that way it heats a little more evenly. There we go. We got there. Math. Not my strongest suit. Grab black coal and throw it in there. I wonder what happens if you pour this solution into like a sword mold instead of an ingot mold. I mean, I imagine the game just doesn't accept it because you can't make a, you know, it's too soft to form into tools. But I do wonder if there's like a legitimate error or if it's just like, you know, it is what it is. Alright, that's going to take a while to heat up. That's a lot of metal that we're trying to burn. Or melt. Smelt. So let's come back to that. Let's get rid of those real quick. There we go. Alright. So what is... Oh, we got some chickens trying to get in. Well, I mean, I'm okay with getting some more chickens because we can take care of them. So let's build a little stairway up for them. See if they'll climb it. We just gotta knock it down later so that way like wolves and stuff don't get in. Let's check back in on that farm. Has it been long enough? No. No, it has not. I don't know when it is that it ticks up another one. It seems very... almost random. I mean, it's probably a set amount of time. I just don't know what that time is. But... yeah, I never know if I should be checking it at night, or in the morning, or in the middle of the day. Alright, so that's going. Do we have enough clear quartz for 6? Yeah, because it's only half. Yeah, because you use 2 pieces per... oh, but we don't have candles. Ooh. I see the issue. Okay. Oh, there go the chickens. Alright, let's break this down now. Now that we've gotten some more fresh meat. Alright. Let me grab... this. Yeah, we'll grab this little stack and this. And to put it simply, we'll just kind of pan while we're standing there waiting for things to heat up. Are you there yet? Nope. Just, you know, 1 block at a time. This is going to be the highest chance to get a candle. Because unfortunately, our bees randomly despawned when all of the weird shit went down. So we lost our bees. So, you know, we can't, you know, wait for them to spread. So this is our best bet right now. And I mean, we only need 3 candles, so it's not too bad. It might take a little bit, but it's not too bad. Plus, you know, we get string from this, so we could potentially complete the windmill project. You know, by doing all this. Are you done? Yep. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. There we go. So we'll let those cool off and harden, and then we'll get back to, you know, working them. Alright. You gotta stand in water to do this stuff, so... Oh, what is that? Tin, bronze, meal. I know... Oh, fuck. I know the in-game guidebook says you can smelt those items down into their raw units. So we could theoretically get like an ingot out of it. I have no fucking idea how to do it. Like, I've tried putting it in a fire directly, which I didn't expect to work, but, you know, I was running out of options. I've tried putting, and like when you do it on just an open fire, it's like, oh, you need a container for this, like a crucible, but you can't put it in a crucible. So I'm like, what am I doing wrong? What is the secret here? And I haven't quite been able to find out yet. Maybe I just need to experiment more. Or maybe you can only smelt like fully made objects. Like maybe a part of an object, like one panel of tin bronze, you know, isn't enough. I have no idea. Oh, we got a new book. Have we had this one yet? We have not. Oh, we got another reflection. Nice. I'm not gonna read it out because it looked like we were getting them out of order. So I figured I'd wait till we have all 5. And once we have 5 out of 5, then I'll, you know, read it out. Anything good? Rusty gear, some more string. Come on, game, we really need some candles. More rusty gears. Although, now that we've automated our windmill, we can start throwing bones in there. And we can make bone meal. So that way, you know, we can fertilize our farm every couple of days. Keep that stuff looking good. It's a good option. Alright. Anything yet? Nope. But hey, we're a little bit closer on the string department. And it looks like our ingots are just about hardened. So I'll probably hop over there and start working them into plates. Alright. Oh, we got 4. That's good. Enough to actually turn it into a twine. Alright. Let's see. Are you... Oh, you're still soft. Okay. So it's not quite ready yet. So we'll keep this up until they're fully hardened. And then we'll move out. I love the way the snow looks like through the windows and stuff. It's so nice. It's very calming, especially with the music. Oh, we're getting more string. That's always good. Who knows? Maybe we'll get one of the really rare items. I don't remember what all there are, but I know there's some crazy ones in the Bony Soil. Nothing like game-breaking, but definitely some really good ones. But it's been a while since I've looked at the percentage, you know, drop chance. Sounds like I'm talking about a gacha game. Although, speaking of gacha, or gachas, I don't know how to pronounce it. Have any of you been playing World Flipper? Like, I started playing it last week, maybe a little bit before that, and I am addicted. It is shockingly fun for how simple it is. Unfortunately, with like the Stanima system, it's like not something I could stream. I don't really want to be a mobile game streamer anyway. So, you know, I'm not planning on doing anything like that, but I will absolutely talk about it because it's super fun. Oh, we got another book. This one is research related. Alright. Let's see what it is. Dimitri's Notes. Okay, well, we can read this one. Here it is. Okay. That Falx boy came to visit today. Troublesome. If it were my decision, I would have sent him on his way without even a glance into our library. But the rector would have none of it. It seems fear of the boy's father has spread throughout the academy. Unbelievable. To think that an upstart sellsword who butchered his way into the nobility could startle and cow his betters into submission. Perhaps I should not be surprised. It is foolishness, however. The house of Igmar Falx should never be welcomed into our institutions. We of the finer bloodline should not give way to the masses. They may win the Emperor's favor with conquered cities and burning fields, but we will always have his ear with our superior acumen and grace. It is a birthright we risk depriving ourselves, should the lowborn be given proper education. Well, that just sounds dreadful. How many of these can I stack? Okay, that high. Alright, let's grab the brown coal. Let's heat it up, and then we'll do a quick sprint home. Scarf down some food, and then a quick sprint back. And it should be warm. I don't want to waste any coal, but yeah, we gotta eat. Alright, back we go. New. Alright. Temperature 500, so it's getting there. Perfect. Timed it just right. And once our hammer breaks, we've got another one. Because, yeah, making these metal plates, it breaks pretty quick. I guess we could pull candles from our bedroom. It's not really something I thought of doing, but it's not a bad option. I mean, we've got quite a few hanging there on the chandelier. Might as well take a few. Alright, hit. Alright. Now let's clean it up. And then we'll grab the one in the forge right now, and then we'll have 2 of our 3 plates. Ooh. We got some that popped off the edge. Alright. Yeah, I'm glad I made an extra anvil, because this one, or not an extra anvil, an extra hammer, because there it goes. Okay. Over. And down. Over. And down. I messed that up, but that's okay. Alright, now we clean up. Boom. Now we grab another one and switch to heavy hit. I imagine there's probably some like guide to, oh, if you hit your, you know, plate this way, it'll all like fall into place nice and even. I just haven't looked for it. But I bet that probably exists. There's probably like a smart way to do this, and I'm just over here like an ape, just slamming down left and right. Well, nothing wrong with the brute force, you know, version from time to time. If brute force didn't work some of the time, there wouldn't be brute force attacks. And that's just a fact. Sometimes the best way to go about something is to just keep going till you're in. Never give up. How's the weather? Or the time? Alright, it's getting late. So yeah, we definitely want to head back soon, but let's finish this one up. And then right. There we go. Alright, let's grab all but 2. And we can put our black coal away and our brown coal away. And we can just run back home. In the freezing cold. Although I don't know about you, but I'm excited for this weather. I can't wait for it to get this cold. Like, in real life. Alright, so we got another set of flax. Well, let's head over here. There we go. So we'll turn that into this, which gives us enough for another linen. So we are now 1 linen away from another set of windmill rotor things. Okay, over here, we can stack up the arrowheads, which the only reason I haven't done more with them, it just comes down to I don't have feathers. You know, the chickens aren't going at it as fast as I would have liked. But I guess that's on me not being able to really feed them quickly enough. Alright, so let's grab. Can we grab? No, we have to break? Okay. Yeah, we had 7 up there. So we want to keep 3. 1 and 2. And the third one's for later. Alright, now we sleep. Which I wouldn't mind doing myself. Alright, 4 a.m. Gosh, I really wish we had a friggin' aged bed. Ugh, that would make shit so much nicer. Alright, let's check on the crops. Are you there? No. Are you there? No. Okay. Crops have been checked on. Alright, now let's grab a stack of bones. And we will throw them into here. So once this finishes the chalk, it'll move on to the bones. Because, you know, we don't really care about how quick it does it, just that it does it. So one of these should go up here. I don't think we'd get any spawns up here, but it's kind of one of those better safe than sorry things. There we go. And the other one we'll put inside the forge. Alright, is that gonna hit my head? No, so let's straighten it out. There we go. Yeah, there's really no like even spot to, I guess we could put it here. Yeah, that's fine. I do gotta repair the forge's roof and stuff. Like, it's all so uneven. We just got a bunch of slabs where there should be full-size blocks and whatnot. Alright. So what next? I think we're looking pretty good, honestly. Getting real sleepy. So I think now is a pretty good time to just call it a night. So I will see all of you lovelies Thursday. I hope you all have a good night. I love you and see you later.